Hi, everyone, and welcome to Fight 415. I'm Dylan McGrath.
And I'm Icy Mike. Before we move on to our next fight, we'd like to thank our sponsor, the South Carolina National Guard.
Your future is here with the National Guard.
Go Guard!
And now let's get on to our next fight.
Your first fighter out of the red corner, fighting out of Team Rock in Harrisburg. Please welcome out Cody Reece.
Cody Reece, a Fight For It veteran, both in jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, and MMA. And he was gone for quite a long time. He was out of the game and not competing for a few years. Came back, won a kickboxing fight, and basically told people that he had some things that he needed to overcome, and he's put them behind him now. And it looks like he's lost a good bit of weight since he last fought. And here he is tonight, originally slated to do combat jiu-jitsu, now in
and his opponent fighting out of the blue corner, out of American Top Team in Asheville. Please welcome out Chris Benton.
I wouldn't want that guy jiu-jitsuing me and smacking me around.
Oh, yeah. I mean, Cody's a real fighter, too. He's got a wrestling background. He's really good with the grappling. That's kind of what he was known for in his MMA days, but definitely an MMA fighter that can throw as well. But tonight, it's all about his grappling. I expect him to come out looking nice on the takedowns and the wrestling. Crazy top game. Benton's certainly a longer, taller guy.
These guys are studs. Man, he looks like a young David Hasselhoff.
Yeah, he does look a little hoffish, huh?
Yeah.
The Knight Rider.
Get your arm from around me, Dylan.
Sorry, I have this like side stitch
No,
thing in my lap.
I'm a whole grown man. You may not put your arm around me. Now keep me updated, Dylan. What is going on?
All right, well, let's see what happens here. No guard pull immediately.
Oh, these guys hand fighting and everything, and showing takedowns?
If one guy comes out and takes his shirt off, the other guy has to feel obligated to do the same. If you come out in a rash guard, you got to just be like, oh, never mind. Let me just take the shirt off.
Oh yeah, you don't want to be in a rash guard if the other guy's not in one?
I mean, I think that's like a statement, right? You come out, especially if you're like the wider of the two men.
Yeah.
You know, if you come out and you take your shirt off, the guy who's
You're
like
confident.
thinner, yeah, exactly. He's like, well,
like this is what peak athletic performance looks like.
this is classic Cody Reece. This is what he got. A lot of his MMA fights looked like this. Strong wrestler.
Yeah.
Great dump there, Daniel Cormier style.
Yeah, patient with that. Like, is that a high crotch?
Yeah. High crotch dump. And now he's looking at that tight waist. That waist, he's grabbing that waist so that he can't shrimp away. But that knee shield is in play for Benton now. Trying to weave his hands in between the legs and past the knee shield.
And those are big old long legs to try to get around too.
Oh yeah. You have to imagine that Benton's got some good guard play if he's built like this. It's very tough. Oh, he's going to dive on a toe hold. That's a great way to deal with your opponent's knee shield. Instead of clearing it, let me just jump up and toe hold him.
Yeah, I don't feel like doing jiu-jitsu anymore. I'm just going to take this with me.
Now it's Cody Reece who's got to play knee shield against Benton.
Yeah.
And Benton already had a better approach to dealing with the knee shield. Instead of going into it, he put Reece flat on his back, and now Reece forced to play supine guard.
Yeah, with Reece on bottom, you really see the length disparity.
Cody Reece wrestles up on a single leg, carries him over to the fence. I thought that was a really clean wrestle up, but Benton's got a nice little hold on the chin here. And I know that he trains under Brian Ashland, who's big on front headlocks and big on what they call catch wrestling style jiu-jitsu. And a lot of that's just, yanking on the neck, cranking on the neck, pulling around on your opponent's head. So I'm sure he's very good with that chin strap.
Yeah, these boys are grappling proper. This doesn't look like a lot of butt scooting, guard pulling.
Yeah.
These guys are fighting.
It certainly doesn't look like a sport jiu-jitsu match.
No.
Shucks that collar tie, does Reece. Nice level change for Reece. Grabbing on the cage, you cannot do that. I mean, it's not technically illegal in jiu-jitsu because, I mean, I just think it's dangerous.
Yeah.
It's dangerous to do, so you shouldn't let people do it, even if it's not necessarily against the rules.
Yeah, he's pressing him into the cage. You see the cage bowing out.
Yeah, it's bowing out from Cody Reece's pressure. I mean, everybody who's fought Cody Reece is like, when he gets me against the fence, it feels like I'm going through the wall. Cody Reece with the quick back take for a man of his stature and size. He teleported on the back like Goku.
He scurried. Now, I would imagine that a lot of jiu-jitsu guys, you asked earlier about what does the cage change about kickboxing. A lot of these sport jiu-jitsu guys have never had any kind of barrier, right?
No, the big difference between wrestling in a college environment or in a traditional Greco, freestyle, etc. setting is you're not allowed to move backwards. I mean, you technically are, but it's very much not congruent to walk backwards out, right? In a jiu-jitsu tournament, and especially in a jiu-jitsu mat room, guys avoid wrestling by just simply walking away from it, walking backwards. You cannot do that against the wall. And also, there's not a lot of jiu-jitsu gyms out there that have a fence wall or a cage to train in. So wall work is vital. And every Tuesday mornings, if you're in the Raleigh area, I do a wall work class at Hometown Martial Arts. And I think it's a vital part of training. Now we see Cody Reece, strong top half guard. And like I said, his top game is to be respected and to be feared.
Yeah, he's all over this. He's giving him no space to breathe.
59 seconds remaining in this jiu-jitsu contest with Cody Reece playing a strong top half guard. You see Benton trying to get back, rotated the other way, and now he's looking at a leg entanglement.
The cage giveth, the cage taketh away. He was able to add extra leverage, push off the cage.
And get that stand-up back. Yeah, absolutely. No points, by the way, being scored here. Probably shouldn't use Jason Collins as a referee for this either. I don't know if he trains grappling very much at all.
Well, if you don't have to know the points, it doesn't matter.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
If one guy is dying, you know it's over.
Yeah. Well, he knows the tap. Everybody knows that part.
Cody does have a tendency to shoot in a more traditional wrestler style with his head on the outside, but so far that's not been an issue for him. And you can see why this guy was such a problem in MMA, right? Just watching him grapple.
Imagine if he could punch right now.
Yeah, exactly. Or smack. And he's on a Kimura. Cody Reece trying to hit the buzzer beater. Kimura comes up a little short against Benton, but man, he put it on Benton for that 5 minutes.
Looks like we're going to have a little, everyone's going to kind of wander around aimlessly for a second, figure out how they're supposed to score this thing or how they're supposed to announce it, right? Draw. So it's going to be a draw?
I mean, they should do, if they're not going to do points, or it should just be referee's decision.
That was our first 140-pound 5-minute match.
What?
At this time,
140.
the judges have declared this a draw.
It's got to be a misprint.
Nice round of applause for Chris Benton and Cody Reece.